In a standard street car, all the engine oil sits in the oil sump. And whenever you experience high G-forces and braking, that oil sloshes around. It can be hard to pick up all the oil, especially whenever it's very hot. So to avoid that, you can definitely go to a dry sump system to ensure that you have oil pressure all the time. All right, we're gonna break down how this dry sump system works. Pretty simple on the L15. So this is the RK Racing Dry-Sump pan. You'll notice it's just a stock pan, but we've chopped it for maximum ground clearance and minimal effect on the rest of the engine. The input for oil is right here, and we need mounts for the bracket, and we need mounts for an inlet, and the transmission actually sits pretty low. We're able to get this engine down as low as possible. So the oil tank, it can be kind of placed anywhere, but this car has it in the passenger side for weight distribution. So under here, there is a pickup, and that follows the oil to the front of the car. With the bulkhead fitting, the oil comes out here and immediately is getting pulled in by the dry sump pump. With the oil being pulled from the tank, clean oil, we'll say, pulled from the tank, it's being routed back, and I put it directly into the oil filter. So this goes into the oil filter. I also have my oil temperature sensor here. And from the oil filter, we go to the oil cooler. It goes through this oil cooler, so it's as cool as possible before being plumbed to the engine. We can see right here, this is where the factory oil filter goes, but we have one port blocked, and this, it's not ready yet, but where that fitting is where the AN line will go to supply oil to the engine and to the oil pump that's been gutted. Let's look at the scavenge side. So we have two stages, one at this side of the block and one at the other side of the block. Both of these are -10 and are being scavenged by a separate gear-driven pump in the oil pump. So this is pulling oil and air and creating a vacuum within the engine crankcase. And that vacuum is actually monitored right here with a dipstick location, since this goes into the crankcase and down to the pan. So this is feeding a sensor that I have on the firewall so I can monitor crankcase pressure at all times. If that ever becomes positive, we know that the dry sump system isn't able to keep up, and we likely have an issue inside of the engine. So that oil is being returned to the tank, and you can actually see inside here we have its own baffling and de-aeration system. The RK system that I came up with is meant to be able to use with a otherwise completely stock engine, because we want to take advantage of this L15B. This dry sump system basically bolts on to a otherwise completely stock engine. So hopefully this quick overview gives you an idea of what a dry system does, how it works on this car, how it's plumbed in, what its advantages are, and how we make it work.